Howdy everyone, Treeckomain here. Hope having a fine day, and today I actually got the idea for this from, I watched a video by the YouTuber Curious Archive. If you know him, he's like a pop culture biologist, I guess is the best way I can say it. He just like goes around looking at certain, I get, it's really hard to describe 100%. But recently he did a video talking about like evolution in gaming, and not as like how gaming has evolved over time, but like how it evolved at simulating life in game. And one of the games he talked about was evolution, and yep, this is basically it. Yeah, it's just so I re-downloaded it after watching Markiplier, and then just being like, okay, this is the goofiest fucking game. I've actually played it before, but I never really ever got real into it. I'm definitely doing better now. As you can see, I've just been making fucking weird ass creatures. I've made a literal fucking square, so yeah. Uh, if I remember correctly, it should have been only about a week after I did my most recent Tyler Tale video. Hopefully. So yeah. I have no real idea what I'm gonna actually do with this. I'm kind of just playing it just because it's been one of the main things I've been playing recently. Like no joke, I certain friends can say that I've actually been getting losing a lot of sleep because I've been fucking just playing this until like over midnight. I've been trying to not do that, but sometimes sometimes things get the better of you. So yeah, I've just been kind of messing around with this game for a while, and it's something to do, honestly. Oh, it's nice to have like a game to play, because Jesus Christ, like I've never, not to say that like other games I've done are like fun, but it's just like Jesus, like they do not, they get stale. They get stale. I literally have no variety when it comes to playing games. Like half of this channel's dialing catalog is just fucking watching Tyler Tales, and I'm like, I like Tyler Tales, so it's just like Jesus. And, yeah, you think there'd be a bit more to it. Like, so yeah, we've just been fucking looking at a fucking square do its best at doing fucking gymnastics. So I feel like that might be enough for now. Let's see, what else is there? Let me see what I made. Quadruped. The little hopper. Let me look at little hopper. I haven't fucking seen the little hopper in forever. Oh god. I was trying to figure out how to make fucking things walk. It's really hard in this game, man, just to get something to walk. Like you're gonna see? Yep. The man's just face planted right on his face. I've been having to get the main like design I go for is like have a little hind leg. Cause like those hind legs are really good at bouncing. Yeah, yeah. There you see. See? They're really good at bouncing. The main problem I've been having is how do I make a fucking front leg that isn't absolute garbage? And this was my first success, I guess. Kinda. I don't know. It's like it's not bad, but it's just like it's not great. Like look at this. This thing's moving on fucking sales space. This thing is getting nowhere, anywhere soon. And he still just falls flat on his fucking face half the time. Like Jesus. Yeah. I still keep him just because it's like, well, he was like my first success, so it's like you gotta keep the first boy. Anyway, little Hopper tried to make a kind of dinosaur body style. He has a little sail like a fucking Dimetrodon. Pretty neat, but he's not very too smart, too interesting. Even when he does get good at hopping, it's not exactly like he's gonna get near to 5 over there anytime soon. So we're gonna skip him for now. I have no idea how long I'm gonna make this video. I could fucking just go on and on playing this game. Let's see. Frogger, Hiller. The like fully capitalized ones are just like stuff that they made, that the dev made, and I'm just like, well, I don't want to do that because it's just like it's kind of cheating. Plus, you can always just watch it if you play the game. Uh, which one else? What was quadruped? I forgot what quadruped was. Oh yeah, this guy. As you can see, there's like population size and time settings. I can even change what the heck they're doing. I haven't done that yet because basic running. But I'm sure things will change soon. Let's try 3 seconds because they really do not have any time when it comes to freaking 2 seconds. And yep, this is what this is what I came up with. It gets better. It's really weird this game because like certain designs, it's not that they're bad. It's just the fact that the species just doesn't know how to fucking walk yet. Like look at him, he's still getting progress. He probably got more progress than the freaking little hopper. Look at him. Look at this little freaking. What would this thing be? And every time I keep thinking of canines and shit whenever I look at him because this thing's very nimble. It's very long, and it's got a little tail, not too long, but like it's there to keep balance. Actually, let me look over here. So as it says right here, it says show muscle contraction, and blue means expanding, and red means contracting. So basically, this shows you how exactly this guy is getting the movement, and I've been using it to like help me better understand what exactly I need for things to get better at moving. Like this little fricker, he does a little hop, but he also puts his tail into it, but he also like tries to put his little front leg into it as well, but the front leg just isn't that well designed. I still have no idea how to design front legs. So I kind of just gave up on it, and eventually I just started making some fun shit. You'll see them later. You'll see them later. Don't worry. In other news, me and Levsmain, we're gonna try and make a Man in the Window 2 video on his channel, since he recently downloaded it. Uh, so yeah, we said we might do that on like Saturday or just generally on the weekend, but who knows? Things will happen. And yeah, this guy's getting better. Here's the thing, yeah, it doesn't look too great, but like the key thing factor is they really get better around like the 20th generation or something like that. Look at how much progress he's making over there. He's doing much better. But yeah, it's really a long time. It's really one of those games where it's just like you don't really play it. You kind of just design and you just see the bullshit. Just do dumb shit and then just like see them try and walk or run or climb or just fucking fling themselves in the air or even fly. And that's an actual option you can do. You have to have like a specific body type for it, but you can do it. But yeah, look at this guy. He's just freaking hopping like a little froggo. He's getting good at it. It's always nice to see what the fuck these guys can do because it's like in the beginning it's like, oh, these guys can barely fucking move forward, and then over here now they're well not doing it greatly. They're getting some progress and being able to freaking do that little hopper thing. But anyway, I think that's enough for the little quadruped. Let's go for what the fuck else do I want to do? We'll save spinner for around last. Let's go with Skullcrawler. So if you don't know what a Skullcrawler is, basically in the MonsterVerse, you know, the Godzilla franchise, Kong franchise. They have in Kong Skull Island. There's this one creature called a Skullcrawler, and it looks basically exactly like this. Obviously not exactly like this. Obviously, Skullcrawlers have fucking skin, and this thing just is an amalgamation of bones, joints, and muscles. But it's basically this. It has a long tail. It has arms and no legs. It has an arm, and that's just what it uses to propel itself. It's surprisingly fast, and it's really an effective hunter. So I was just like, you know what? That sounds really neat. Let me make a Skullcrawler, and then this is the best I got, because Jesus, and they can barely fucking move forward. It's like they got a spring. They kind of do like you see that one guy over there, the freaking the best of Gen, the bet. What the fuck? How? See, this is the one thing I don't like. For some reason, because there's this one setting in the game. I'll show you to a little bit later. Actually, let me show it to you right now, just so you guys understand what I mean. Okay, so if I select, don't do that. Select right here. You see this fitness penalty? Basically, the fitness of the creature is reduced by this amount if this joint ever touches the ground. So basically, if this thing falls flat on its fucking, I was meaning for this to be the spine, but it kind of just looks like the head, the top of the head. If it lands on this joint, this thing is like no longer like the best Like it can be making some real progress, but if it ever lands on this part of its body, it will just be taken out of the gene pool around 51%, which isn't really great whenever you. So the thing of this is that because of that, that just kind of makes my entire species just try to fucking not move, and it's very unfun. But I also really don't want them to just start fucking rolling around on their spine. So it's like I'm conflicted with it, and it's just like, you know what, it's fine, I guess. I mean, like, I could get rid of it. Actually, let me try it real quick. Let me do it real quick, just to see what happens. It's really just to see how much progress they can make, because it'll give us a clearer picture of actually who's doing good instead of just who's not dying. Again, they're just a very hoppy bunch. Their only form of movement is literally hopping. They can use their tail for stuff, but they don't really ever do that. I remember one time around like the 60th generation, this species got really, really good. It was making great progress. It really looked like a skull crawler, and then I tried replicating it, so but making it like a little less heavy, a lot stronger, and then I never got the result again. I've literally just been trying to get the result, but they every time they just fucking do this bullshit where they just fucking stand still. Even though I know they can move, they just don't. It's just like a one, and that's the thing with this game because like the fucking if everything in a single generation just doesn't move, then there's no one in the gene pool that's like moving. So you just kind of get a stagnant gene pool where everyone is only good at not moving and they don't make any progress. So it sucks because it's like I want to see them do the hoppy shit. I want to see them moving. I want to see them running. But no, they're just not moving because every time they try to move, they get a little bit lower in the gene pool because they can't fucking move forward. They're just jumping in the back. And it sucks because it's just like I know their potential. I know that they can be amazing. I have seen it firsthand, but it just doesn't happen anymore. And I don't even remember what the original design was because like I modified it and now it's just no longer there. So yeah, this boy is not living up to the school caller's name. Now then, this is the guy I like. This is the guy. This is my favorite. I just made him one time. I was trying to make a bird. Mind you, I was trying to make a fucking bird. This was meant to be the wing. I was pointing my fucking finger, but you can't see it. Let me select it. This was meant to be the wing. This was meant to be like a kind of leg. Yeah, this was connected to the body because, you know, leg are connected to the body. This was like a tail. And this was the head. Keep in mind, I was trying to make a bird. Now then, let's see what this boy does. Yeah, that's what it does. It fucking somersaults to get around, and it's really fucking good at it. The reason why is because I literally gave its fucking muscles the max amount of strength. I also gave it the most lightweight bones and joints, so it's just really good at doing this. And I find it really funny. It's also really fun because it's like, this is the let me give you the perspective of this. I have been trying to fucking find a body type for a quadruped for fucking days at this point. I have been struggling to even find something that can even move to the fifth, to the number 5, and this thing is getting almost to the freaking 15s, and clearly is just really effective, and he's really good at it. Like, the only thing stopping him is the fact that he has to like freaking get into position in the air at first. But like you see this and you're just like, it shouldn't fucking work, and I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work. It's meant to be like really realistic, but I'm also just like, oh come on, you can't seriously tell me that if I that this would be able to exist in the world if it were given the right fucking habitat and circumstances. Because it's just really fucking funny. Because this, like, look, this thing is literally banging its head just to move around. It is actively hitting its head. It's not using any of its joints. It's just kind of circling around and then hitting its head. It's at most it's using its foot to like give it a better angle of hitting its face in the fucking floor. but I love it so much. It's just so amazing. I can't believe I got this. Let me show you something that's really. I remember doing this once just for shits and giggles, and it got some really cool like shit. Like obviously it's failing at that, but obviously it's gonna get better at it. And look at that. This thing's just doing fucking actual gymnastics and shit. It actually kind of looks like a human body if you look at it in certain angles, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Did I converge on the body of a goddamn human somehow? Yeah, like, yeah, when you look at it in the freaking like creators thing, you're just like, oh, that looks nothing like a human. But then it does these fucking gymnastics, and it has like a bent knee, and it's like has outstretched hands and enough room for a head. And I'm just like, holy fuck, did I just make a human? It obviously isn't exactly like a human, but this motherfucker is literally bouncing off the damn wall. This motherfucker is literally bouncing off the damn wall. This man is literally doing a somersault with its freaking arms through the fucking ball, or at least it's trying to. It is just hilarious. I love this little guy. This is my favorite. They say never have any favorite children. I call bullshit. This one's my favorite. He was doing it really cool earlier. Like he was doing like a fucking slink in the like first time it did. And I was like, holy shit, that's fucking swaggy. What the fuck? Why does this freak of nature have so much style for trying to avoid a ball? Now I will tell you this: it's not really doing much of a good idea at avoiding the ball. It's meant to be jumping over the ball, but oh, okay, I spoke too soon. This mother. You see that? This man is literally waiting to have the ball. It's literally slowing down its momentum so the ball can slip through its fucking arms and then it can just jump up and do a flip back. Obviously, he's not doing it anymore, but you saw freaking, like, Gen, what was it, 25 or something like that? It's fucking amazing. It's such a fun. Oh my god, I'm at fucking 17 minutes. Alright, let me try and wrap this video up soon. Like, this guy, I love Little Spinner. I love Little Spinner with all my life. Because, oh, he's just so fun. But anyway, that reminds me. I have these little simulations. What the fuck was this one? What happened to unnamed? Little Hop. Let me look at these. What the hell happened to Little Hopper? What was Little Hopper doing? Yep, doing exactly what it was fucking doing before. I mean, granted, it's doing it much better than it was before. But still, I feel like, let's be honest here, Little Hopper is not going to be like an apex species or anything. This motherfucker is getting sniped for its fucking meat and hide. Because, like, look at this. This thing can't fucking run for its life. This thing is going to get hunted down by a fucking quadruped easily. Alright. Anyway, so speaking of these simulations, I got simulations. I have no idea what the fuck unnamed is, or why it's Generation 1. Oh, wait, yeah, it's this boy. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, I remember now why I didn't like this. So, as you recognize, this is Spinner's body design, but I gave it wings. Now, if you don't know how wings work, I'll show you right now. These wings generate force when they are moved in the direction of their feathers. Basically, if this muscle right here, if that thing contracts, it makes that thing go down. It gives a kind of upward force. Now, if you have no idea what that means, then I give you flapper. And yeah, this guy's. You're not seeing it right now. Right now he's struggling to do it, but just give him a second. Yep, there it is. This motherfucker is floating. This guy is just flying in the air. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. So after I tried using Spinner, I was just like, fuck it, let me just go all in on this. Let me use a bit of quadruped and then just make it a bit more spinnery, I guess you could say. And it works pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look at this guy. He gets so much more progress than literally everyone. He meant the 10 and he wasn't even trying. He wasn't even flying properly yet. This is before even Gen 7, and this guy's not even flying properly yet. He's not even gliding or soaring yet. And he's getting to freaking 10. That's incredible. just look at this guy. I was so proud of this guy because he was fucking able to move. He was cool. I understood how wings work and I was able to create something that could actually fly and can actually propel itself forward while flying instead of just floating in the air. Cool. Like a fucking UFO or something like that. This guy is actually able to move. Heck, my guy, he's not even like the cream of the crop yet, and he's still able to get such good progress. My mother freaking guy got to fucking 15. Look at this. Look at this. Don't tell me this isn't cool. This is a fucking cool ass game. I am like evolution of a species. That is just like my shit. That is like if you could make a game all about like evolution of a species, I will probably enjoy playing it cuz I just find it so interesting. Like it just seems so neat to see how a freaking species can advance and get better at doing something over time and become something completely different, but just still close enough that you can actually see how it's related to that species. So then, that was, oh, as you see, I used quadrupeds. I just kind of modified his design a little bit. Let me look at what original quadruped is. Yeah, that's original quadruped. And here is the cooler quadruped. You can, shit. But yeah, you can see the difference. He has a much longer tail. He doesn't have that little feet joint. And he has equal length of arms and shit. So I made a design that, remind you, this is how well it did at fucking jumping or running. Yeah, that's basically this thing is just doing like nice pelvic thrusts. And then I give you the freaking flapper. And while yes, he does this little pelvic thrust, you can see how much more progress he's making in just one generation. Like literally all it's taking for them to be able to move is just no, keep your hind leg in and just do this. Just do what the fuck this guy is doing right now. It took him 3 generations to get that. And it's just like wow, because like so many of these other species, they just sucked ass. But this guy, he's just cool. I just like him so much. Fucking, it's amazing whenever something clicks. Like, imagine this guy. It's almost like this guy went through his own evolution. I could even see how this guy evolved. Freaking, this guy could have evolved from a little hopper. This boy. And then eventually the little hopper, I don't know, maybe could have turned into a quadruped. This guy. Maybe, probably not, but maybe because they still move similarly. They still both do their little hops. They have the same hind leg. It's just not, maybe not the same hind leg, but you know what I mean. It's close enough of a body design that you can understand how it kind of evolves. The only thing that quadruped doesn't have that little hopper does its little back dorsal fin, and you can understand why it doesn't have that. It doesn't need it because it has a tail that actually allows it to balance. Like that thing wasn't doing anything. If anything, that thing was just weighing it down. And then you have quadruped, and then eventually it evolves into a freaking little flapper. And you're just like, it's crazy. Look at this guy. This guy has gone so far. He has a longer tail. He has all these feathers now. He even has more. He has stronger muscles and lighter bones, and it's just like incredible. It's like a ultimate glow up. Well, anyways, guys, that's basically it. I do kind of want to do one last thing, but I'll just have it go around on the freaking thing. So I'm gonna do the intro. I'm just have this guy help me out in the intro. It's hilarious. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. So as always, stay safe, have fun, and bye bye. Look at this little fucker. Look at this little dude. This man is just trying his best. Oh my god. I love this guy. I love this guy. Anyway, see y'all later.